Okay, good afternoon, everyone. So I hope my voice is reaching you all. I hope I'm audible. Okay, great. Thank you so much for confirming. I'm audible to all of you. Thank you so much. Okay, so a very warm welcome to all of you. And we are here to discuss emotional intelligence. So, this workshop is on discovering the power of emotional intelligence. Now, before I start with it, I give my introduction and all. I want you to grab a pen and a paper. I hope all of you are having a pen and a paper because that is what is the prerequisite for this workshop. We'll be doing a lot of activities over here, and you'll enjoy. You'll be get so much of uh, awareness about yourself. So we will be doing certain activities related with self-awareness. We'll be doing certain activities to assess your emotions. So that ways, I'm asking you to bring pen and a paper, right? So hope everyone is doing that. Yes. Okay, great. Okay, thank you so much. So now let me introduce myself to you. I'm Dr. Nidhi Mathur, and I'm the area chair for HR and OB at IMT Center for Distance Learning. It's been a long association with IMT for me. I'm here since 18 years, and I mean, I'll be taking the course on organizational behavior. So that will come in your second semester. But in this semester, I'll be interacting with you on and often whenever there is any workshop scheduled. Like today, we have scheduled a workshop. So I'll be interacting with you, and any which ways, if you have any issues with anything, I'll share my email ID with you, and let's see. I mean, if there is any help that I can render to you, I'm always available. Okay, so with this, let me start with today's session. With today's session. Uh, As I told you that we are here to discover the power of emotional intelligence. All of you have heard about emotional intelligence. All of you are aware of that, the importance of emotional intelligence. And of late, it is something which, people think that it is more important than any other skill that you have. So it helps you Shiv Kumar, see, MS Teams is our official platform. We can't hold it on Zoom. And if you have any issues with MS Team, I believe you can connect with our IT team. They'll help you, they'll support you in this. Or maybe the most, feasible option is to relog in if it is possible for you. Okay. So okay, then please connect with the support team because otherwise the class is getting bit distracted from the from what we are supposed to discuss, right? Okay, so here I talk about emotional intelligence. Okay, so what is going to be the key takeaway from this session is that we'll build strong self-awareness. And because many of you are in your profile is that of an early career, professional. So maybe you have 2, 3 years of experience, maybe you have 5, 6 years of experience, but any which ways, emotional intelligence is something which is being cherished at all levels. So we'll build strong self-awareness, And then we are also going to develop certain positive relationships through empathy. So I'm going to share one case study with you. And based on that, we are going to discuss about empathy, right? And then emotional management to professional growth. There will be many instances, there will be many anecdotes where you'll be able to connect with it. Like, all of us have time, at one time or the other, we have, come across negative emotions. So how are we going to cater to those? So it's not you're not going to change it overnight, but at least when you become aware about it, you start practicing that. And when you start practicing that, eventually it comes into your behavior. So please don't expect that with the help of this workshop, you are going to transform in overnight, right? So that's not going to happen, but you will become aware. And when you will practice upon it, it will be reflected in your behavior, right? So let's now talk about first thing is, according to you, what leads to success? I want all of you to put it in one word, okay? In one word, you have to tell me what leads to success. Is it your emotions? Is it your strategy? Is it your hard work? So what is that that leads to success according to you? Quickly, I want all of you to put it in the chat. So learning, consistency, hard work. Okay. Yes, I have. Okay. Consistency, accountability. Very good. Strategy and hard work. Strategy, consistency, discipline, achieving set goals, discipline. Okay. Consistency in whatever you are doing, accountability, hard work. So I can see that there are so many, so many of you. Uh, Intention to succeed. Okay. Zeal. Okay. Consistency. So there are so many takers for consistency. Now, how do we get into this consistency mode? All those who have responded for consistency, how do you get into this consistency mode? What do you do? Shiv Mohan. Okay, so goals. I can understand that there can. It is just the spelling. Spelling is a issue. So it's okay. Yes. Consistency, how would you bring about consistency? So yes, regularly showing up, regular presence, that's one of the most important aspect of consistency, that you have to show up. Now when you have to show up, there can be certain, yes, discipline also, I agree. So when you have to show up, that means maybe you, whether it is a point of celebration for you, or is it some kind of negative it is a kind of setback to you, but you have to show up, right? So consistency is something which is we if it is there, then there should be you have to regularly show yourself. And whatever is going on, you have to show up. That's it. If you talk about discipline, if you talk about learning, if you talk about hard work, so everywhere you will find that even if it is hard work, how you're doing hard work, because you know that my hard work is going to pay me something, right? So the same thing, that is something which you are going to talk in terms of. Just a moment, I think I got stuck. Just 1 minute, class. Yeah. So, now that all of you have pointed out what leads to success, I'm going to share a small questionnaire with you. Okay, it's just a 15-point questionnaire. I'll share a questionnaire with you. Now, you have to respond on that questionnaire based on a scale. So I'm going to share that scale also with you. So this is the questionnaire. Just one. I'm just 1 minute. It is getting shared. So everyone has pen and paper, right? All of you are carrying pen and paper, right? Okay. I don't want you to put your responses over here for the questionnaire. Okay, I'll be sharing a questionnaire with you, and you are going to answer it on your paper. You are not going to put it over here. I hope I'm clear to all of you. Okay, so this is the questionnaire which you can see on your screen. Yes, you're able to see it on your screen. If you want, I can enlarge it a bit. So I'll do it once I'll share the instructions with you. Is this visible to all of you? Say why in the chat. Why? Yes. Okay, great. So that means you are listening to me. So this, okay, great. So this questionnaire, you have to respond to this questionnaire and choose the response that honestly reflect your thoughts, feelings, and behavior in various situations. So you have to write always, sometimes, and never. Okay, ABC. ये आपका scale हो गया. Always, sometimes, and never. Okay, so these are the statements for you. Not many statements, just 5 statements. And what you have to write is, do it like this. You will simply put one and statement number one, and what is your response, whether it is A, B, or C. That is always, sometimes, or never. I hope the instructions are clear to you. I hope the instructions are clear to you. Okay, great. So now do it. I'm giving you how many? 15 questions are there. So I'll give you 3-4 minutes. 3 minutes would be maximum. Okay, so we are at 241. 244, I'll come up with the scoring of it, how you are going to score it. Okay, so you at this point of time, you will simply put your response against the statement numbers. That's it. Okay. Oh, Kalpana, actually, I have given a questionnaire, so you have to put your response on that questionnaire. Yeah, on a scale, always, sometimes, and never. So that's what other people are doing right now. Okay, so I have 6, 7 done. Should I give you 1 minute more, 1 or 2 minutes more? Okay. So I have around 10 duns, 10 to 12 duns. Okay. Okay, so I think a considerable number of students, they have done it. Now let me share the scoring with you. Okay, so how are you going to score it? Now listen to me carefully. Okay, so wherever you have put A, okay, wherever you have put A, what does A mean over here? What is A? Always, right? So wherever you have put always, no, Rekha, you are not listening to me. I specifically I asked you not to share it over here. I don't want you to share it over here, dear. Just delete it from here. Rekha, please delete it. Yeah. So always, wherever you have put always, give yourself 2 points. Okay. So for always, you will give yourself 2 points. Okay. And this is for always. Then for sometimes, that is the response B, you will give yourself 1 point. Or sometimes you will give 1 point. Okay. And for never, it is 0. Done? Okay. Right. So I hope all of you have calculated your scores now. Please keep it to yourself. Don't disclose it. Okay? Because अगर आप बहुत अच्छे अपना emotions दिखा रहे हो, तो then I'll ask you certain questions जिसमें you'll get to know that what is the real picture. Okay? So please keep the scores with you. Now, the interpretation of these scores is that if you have got 25 to 30 points, that means your understanding of the emotions in yourself as well as in others, it is very good. Okay, so it is high EI, right? If it is 15 to 24, then it is good. If it is 9 to 14, it is moderate. And if it is 0 to 8, then you really need to work hard on your EI, right? So you have a bit idea about how you have responded to this questionnaire. Okay, so this is just at the first instance. What do you think about your emotions, or how do you rate yourself in terms of emotional intelligence? Okay, abhi tak I have not told you what is emotional intelligence. ठीक है, abhi we are just assessing it. Okay, I'll repeat the numbers. If it is 25 to 30, then high EI. If it is 15 to 24, then it is, good EI. If it is 9 to 14, you are at the moderate level. And if it is 0 to 8, then you are at the your EI is bit low. You have to, in fact, it is low. So you really have to work hard on your emotional intelligence, right? Is it clear to all of you? Now you have got the scores. Okay. So let's shall we move forward now? Because then I'll be taking reference of this questionnaire and we'll build upon it. Okay. So, yeah, I hope this is getting shared. So I'll just stop sharing this and okay. And yes. So this is getting shared. Yes. So now the next thing that we are going to do is we did this self-assessment questionnaire. Now there is a small case over here. सिर्फ इतना ही केस है जितना कि आपको आपके स्क्रीन पे दिख रहा है. So this is the consequences of irrational behavior. We are not judging anything over here. We're simply trying to understand the behavior of the person. And then we will discuss about the events that is activating that particular behavior, the belief, the behavior itself, then debate about it and effect of completing the debate, right? So basis this small case, we are going to discuss all these things, right? So I want all of you to read it quickly. Have you read this? All of you, have you read this case? Okay. So shall we start discussion now? Okay, great. So now we uh, we are going to discuss this. Yeah. So you can see the pointers over here, na, because मेरा थोड़ा सा वो lag कर रहा है. That is why I'm again and again asking you about this thing. Okay, so the first thing is I'll chat over here. Okay, so what is the activating event? So when I say activating event, what caused Ravi to react in the way that he did? What do you think? What was the reason behind such type of reaction? Why has he reacted the way he did? Technical issue, fear. Nine. What is the immediate event? What is the activating event? हम fear और उसको नहीं बोलेंगे यहाँ पे. Event क्या है? No, not Sachin, not this, because important reports, losing the client meeting. Yes, client meeting, that is important over here. What is the event? See, you need to understand the question, then only your emotions will be right in place. So he had a meeting, he has a meeting with the client, right? So that is a kind of event, or maybe you are waiting for something or you have to prove yourself, so it's more related with the impression management. भाई पिछली बार हम लेट हो गए थे, इस बार फिर से हम लेट हो गए तो प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी. So you have a client meeting, that is the activating event over there, right? Then the second thing is ultimate belief. What what did Ravi perceive would happen as a consequence of his action? Believe का क्या मतलब है? That you start, I mean, there is some kind of perception, okay? So you perceive that if this thing is not going to happen, then XYZ will be the consequences. Yes, very good. Fear of losing client. Okay. Appraisal may go down or maybe losing the job. Very right. So this is the ultimate belief. Ultimate belief is that what perception this particular incident is creating for him. So perception हम जब भी मान के चलते हैं, so it is, kind of long lasting, or you can say that, eventually it turns, we start believing in that, although it is our perception, but still we start believing in that, right? Then, uh, how about his behavior? So, how did Ravi react to the situation? How has he reacted to this situation? Behavior की बात कर रही हूं मैं. What is his behavior? Very good. Impulsive, yelling at the junior, frustrated, irritated. So, this is what is his behavior. So, behavior is something which gets evident. ओके सो जो आपके फेस एक्सप्रेशंस पे आएगा, जो आपकी टोन में आएगा, दैट्स वेयर द बिहेवियर कम्स इनटू पिक्चर, राइट? सो he was irritated, he was frustrated, he started yelling at the junior, right? Okay, then comes the debate or dispute. What is the debate or dispute over here? So, how could he have rationalized his response to be more productive? What could he have done, to rationalize his response or become more productive? क्या कर सकता था वो? How could he have rationalized his response to be more productive? Check for alternatives. He would have told that send me this report. Okay, so probably Shiv, can we say it like this, that maybe a day before or few hours before, because just at the time you are leaving for your meeting and you are asking for the reports. Yes, very right. Check for alternatives, organize the work. So again, Deepak, that only means that you have to keep your reports, etc., in place. So better planning. He should have plan B, be calm. He should have asked the junior to work. Very good. Okay. So now, finally, what is the effect of completing the debate? So if he had responded differently, what results might he have achieved? So probably, what do you think that uska kya acha response aa sakta tha if he had responded in a different manner? जो डिबेट या डिस्प्यूट हमने बात करी है जिसकी, सो व्हाट डू यू थिंक दैट व्हाट कुड बी द इफेक्ट ऑफ दैट डिस्प्यूट? Yes, focused, he could have focused on the important pointers in the meeting, or probably he will come up as more honest person in front of the client, right? And maybe he's setting the example in front of his junior that probably next time this should not be the case, everything should be in place. He also must realize or learn from this incident that this should not happen again, right? So this could have been the effect of completing the debate. So very right, and very nice responses from all of you. So we move forward now, and I'm just trying to understand that if this poll is okay. Just 1 minute. I'm trying to share a word. I want all of you to word cloud हम बनाना चाह रहे हैं यहाँ पे. So I'll just see if I'm able to, because as someone has rightly pointed out that today there is some problem. Okay, just 1 minute. I'm just trying to see if this poll is use Mentimeter then. Okay, no worries. I'll ask you to put it on the chat only because there's no point, we instant. Yes. Okay. So now I'm able to open the word cloud. So what you have to do is you have to answer me that which EI facet did Ravi. Okay. So now you have a word cloud which is going to, yes, you can see over here the word cloud that has come. So what you have to do is over here only, you have to put your response that which EI facet did Ravi's behavior suggest he may need to improve upon. So it can be, as you have rightly pointed out, self-management or, what you can say, empathizing, controlling his anger. So, what do you think? What EI facets did should Ravi need to improve upon? So you can write it over here. Yes, I can see two responses, but there are 54 students, so at least one response, or maybe you can put up as many responses as possible so that the better the word cloud it comes out to be, I'll be able to show it to you that this is what is the prominent thing that is coming from all of you. Okay, what do you think that he should be working upon? Okay, so great. 8 responses, but all 8 responses are different. Quickly, please. Planning, very good. Planning is coming as a prominent one. I'll share it with all of you. I want all of you to respond. अभी तक 27 responses ही आए हैं and I have 55 students in the class. More. So you can put as many as you want, okay? Let's make it bigger and better so that it is visually appealing, है ना? Think about it and write it over here. Okay, so I'll also put my response and then okay, so I think you can see the results. What is the prominent word that is coming from what you have put it over here? What is the prominent term that is coming? Yes, it is planning, right? So, uh, 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 most of us, a large number of us, we believe that planning should be the thing that he needs to work upon, or that is something which he should be showing up so that, next time no such problem comes up. So, apart from it, I have got some very nice responses like situation handling, stress tolerance, emotional control is okay, plan B, then planning in advance, anger management, uh, behavior with junior, self composure, very good. So all this I have received as the responses from your side. But yes, the most, what I can say that 15 responses is for planning. So planning is something that he should be working upon. Okay, so from here we move next. Okay, we move next to understanding emotions. So you all have given now expressed what Ravi should be doing. But when it comes to understanding emotions, like for example stress tolerance, so here is this sheet which helps you understand कि stress tolerance को आप किस तरीके से define करोगे. Okay, so you have on the left side you have the terms, and on the right side you have the explanation of those terms, right? So what you have to do is you have to again match it. So for example stress tolerance, so stress tolerance is I'm able to withstand stressful situations without falling apart by actively and positively coping with stress. So I'll put K over here, right? I'll put K over here. So similarly, what do you mean by independence? What do you mean by empathy? All this is there in front of you. So would you be able to match it? Would you be able to do this exercise? Okay. So this is to make you understand what these terms are, because जब हम last में हम एक exercise करेंगे which is about naming your emotion, and which is very important. When you are able to name your emotion, then handling of that emotion becomes easier for us. So this is just match the following, or matching it up with the various terms. See, this is workshop, so you have to work, okay? मैं यहाँ पे ज्ञान देने नहीं आई हूँ, because ज्ञान तो YouTube पे बहुत रखा हुआ है, right? So हमें यहाँ पे we have to really work. What is not visible, dear? It's not getting okay, just 1 minute. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's not getting shared. Sorry, I'm so sorry. It's getting shared, no? Okay. So actually, I stopped sharing the word cloud and then I forgot to share. Okay, so Gaurav, what you need to do is, as you can see over here, here I have put this. अभी भी नहीं आ रहा है क्या ये? Were you able to see the sheet? Is it visible to you, all of you now? Is it visible now? Okay. So what you have to do is you have to like stress tolerance is on the left side and K इसका option क्या है? I mean इसका correct answer क्या है? K, which is I'm able to withstand stressful situations without falling apart by actively and positively coping with stress. So you have to match it. Okay. लिखना बहुत ज्यादा लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है सिर्फ टर्म्स लिख लो और you can put the option over there that say for example for stress tolerance it is K, independence के लिए क्या है, empathy के लिए क्या है, self regard के लिए क्या है, that ways. Is it clear to all of you now? I'll give you the correct answers also, okay? So don't worry about it, even if it is, please match it and then I'll give you the right options. Okay, if you are able to do even 5, 6, then also it is good enough. I'll share the answers with you in next 2 minutes now. Okay. So we are at 3:40. I'll share the answers at 3:16 sharp. So जितना हो सकता है उतना कर लीजिए आप. I'll share the answers with you. Don't give the answers over here, otherwise people will uh, copy your answers, na? Okay, so shall I share it now? Shall I share it now, or there are some brave people who want to do it? Hitesh, what is no? Okay, still doing. Okay, take 2 more minutes. I have no hurry because whatever you are doing, you should be confident in that. Okay, okay, okay. Do it, do it. No, no issues, no issues. Whenever you'll say that show the answers, I'll do it. I'll share it with you. So don't worry about that. I hope everyone is doing it. I'm waiting for your done. So as you'll say, I'll share the answers with you. Okay. Good, Abhishek. So here are the answers for you. All of you can see the answers. For A, like it was for stress tolerance, it was K. Then for independence, it was F, then so on. So if you want, you can click a picture of it and you can check whether your responses were correct or not. So basis this, how many of you were able to, you were able to score it correctly? How many of you have marked it correctly? If you wish to honestly tell me, what is your score like? See, anyways, I've shown you the answers. Okay. need to check with previous sheet. So you want me to take you back to this? So this is stress tolerance. For independence, it is F, like I'm self-reliant and autonomous in my thoughts and action. For empathy, it is I'm sensitive to what, how, and why people feel and think the way they do. I care about others and show interest and concern for them. So this is the option. This is the correct answer. Sorry, not the option. Very good. Out of 15, 7 only, 9 out of 15. Okay, 5 were incorrect for Kanika. 2 out of 5, 4. Very good. So now see, we are not even aware of these terms, right? So what does these terms mean? We get confused. We are not even aware of these terms. तो अब आप ये बताओ कि फिर आप अपने इमोशंस को कैसे कंट्रोल करोगे, फिर आप अपने इमोशंस को कैसे रेगुलेट करोगे. आई यूज द वर्ड रेगुलेट, नॉट कंट्रोल. सो we need to first understand that what does these terms mean. हम बोलने में तो हम बहुत खटाखट ये सारी terms बोल देते हैं, but we need to understand that what is the meaning of each and every word that we come out with. So that was the reason I deliberately took this exercise. ये बहुत सिंपल एक्सरसाइज है, बहुत जगह पे अवेलेबल भी है ओवर इंटरनेट, बट दिस इज वेरी पावरफुल बिकॉज नॉट मेनी पीपल talk about the terms, right? So with this exercise you are now aware of कि किस क्या क्या terms use होती है. You are now aware about yes, what are the terms that are being used. Okay, so now we now come to what is emotional intelligence. So it's almost 1 hour that we have started with our discussion, but still not, we are, we have jotted down the definition of emotional intelligence. अभी तक मैंने आपसे कोई emotional intelligence की बात ही नहीं करी है, because I want you to first understand the things. किस तरीके की situation होती है, how does emotions comes into picture, what is expected, what was the situation, what was the event, how it got triggered, what will be the behavioral consequence of it, what is the belief system that the person has adopted. तो हमने अभी इन सब चीजों के लिए बात करी है basis Ravi's case and understanding the emotions. So this is the definition by Daniel Goleman. How many of you have heard about this name, Daniel Goleman? Tell me. Have you heard about this name, Daniel? Have you heard about this name? I'll show you the answer screen. Don't worry about it. I'll share this sheet, okay? So you have not heard about this man, Daniel Goleman, but you will be surprised to know that if you talk about emotional intelligence nowadays, then this name appears first. And his, you can follow him on LinkedIn. He comes up with so many, interviews for emotional intelligence. Then he writes a lot on emotional intelligence. So there are a lot of, most cited articles that he has written for emotional intelligence. So now, as per Daniel Goleman's definition of emotional intelligence, it is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our emotions emotions and the emotions of others. Why I like this definition is because ये बिल्कुल simple है. इसमें कुछ भी आपको नहीं करना है. What does this person says about emotional intelligence? You have to recognize that currently this person is under what emotion, right? Then understand why it has come up. And if it is with your emotion, then manage your own emotion or help the person in managing his or her emotion. तो जो हमने अभी रवि वाली केस देखा था, उसमें कुछ भी नहीं था. You just, what you have done, you have recognized his emotion, that why this emotion has come up, what is the event, what has been the past. You have understood this particular thing, and then you suggested him, right? So जो हमने जो word cloud बनाया था, उसमें you have suggested that what Ravi should be doing now. Okay, so similarly, when you start doing it for yourself also, like you have yelled at a person, now just sit back and think that why the situation has come up, recognize what was the emotion, understand why it has come up, and take a lesson that next time what you are going to do, right? So the ability to recognize, understand, and manage emotions, that is what is the definition of Daniel Goleman. And why it matters at work? Because it builds trust. Okay. Now, अब हम रवि के केस में ही देखते हैं. So if he's clear, if he understands, if he tells his junior a day prior, or planned it properly, then and also with the client, so it builds trust that whatever he's saying, he's at least he's speaking the truth. Okay, that will lead to enhancement in the collaboration. So if you are trustworthy, then people would like to collaborate with you, right? So it is going to help you in your collaborations, and obviously there will be reduced conflicts, right? So I'll not say that the conflicts are going to go uh, per se, but at least there will be a reduction in the level of conflict. So that is why it matters. Emotional intelligence matters at work. Now, if we look at the broader definition of emotional intelligence, it encompasses self awareness, self regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. So you can also say that these are the five facets of emotional intelligence. Five facets or five components of emotional intelligence. So, if you want to become emotionally intelligent, then self awareness should be there. That is, you should be aware of what you are doing. What is the emotions that are downplaying at this point of time? How do you self regulation? So, regulate your emotions. What does regulation of emotion means? That you need to understand where you have to show your emotions. Okay, so it's not like that कि आप अगर बहुत खुश हो तो don't show your ecstasy, or it is not like that कि आप रो नहीं सकते हो, but you have to be resilient. अगर हमने अपना जो भी whatever is going inside us, if you are not going to take it outside, then there will be problem. You will have a lot of stress, you will have medical issues, etc. So but at the same time you should be able to regulate your emotions कि मुझे जहां पे चिल्लाना है वहां किस लेवल तक चिल्लाना है. अगर मुझे किसी को किसी चीज के लिए खुश होना है तो you can't be basking in your past glory all the time, right? So you have to be you should be regulating your emotions, you should be understanding the things. Then be motivated. Once you will be resilient, be motivated that yes, you have to bounce, you have, even if it is a failure, you'll come up strong. Then empathize with the other person, that is, understand the emotions, understand the situation of the other person, right? And social skills. So social skills is that how do you interact with others, how do you become a social person, kindness, ये सारी चीजें जो है ये सारी हमारी social skills में आती है. Now there are many you'll come across many videos, you'll come across many articles where they say that kindness is something which is required. So kindness also you need to regulate that kindness. Okay, so आप kindness उनको भी दिखा रहे हो जो कि deserve नहीं करते हैं. So that's not a part of your emotional regulation, or it is not a part of emotional intelligence. But you have to be honest enough, you have to be intelligent enough. Okay, now whatever we are discussing over here, like, now next I'll be sharing another document with you which will talk about these 5 aspects. So again, you have to come up, you have a questionnaire, so you have to answer that. Okay, now these are the 5 components of EI which I have already told you. This is what is the 5 EIs. Now I'm going to define it with their hallmarks and examples. So this particular thing, I have taken it from Daniel Goleman's article only, which is What Makes a Leader. And this is originally published in June 2006 in Harvard Business Review, right? So I've given the source also over here. Now, 5-7 minutes, I'll give you a bit of gyan because I'll be sharing the definitions and everything with you. And then there is this self-assessment questionnaire. So as I told you that this is a workshop, less of gyan, more of work that you need to do. So again, you'll be taking up another questionnaire. Yes, Roshni, self-regulation, etc. I'm just sharing it over here. Okay, so don't worry about it. Whatever we are discussing, I'll be sharing everything with you. Okay, so these are the 5 EI components. So self-awareness is knowing one's emotions, strength, weakness, drives, values, and goals, and their impact on others. So this is what is self-awareness. That is, you should be aware about yourself first. And if you are aware about yourself first, so इसके लिए हम एक particular tool use करते हैं, which is called as Johari window model. Johari window model. Okay, so this particular model, it helps us in understanding our self-awareness. If you want, आप इंटरनेट पे जाके ये मॉडल को देख सकते हो. Actually, it is about complete awareness about yourself. So इसमें दूसरे लोगों की भी जरूरत पड़ती है, like they also would be doing it for you, so that you become completely aware of your characteristics. So it is actually the set of 55 characteristics. उसमें से आप उसको select करते हो जो आपको लगता है कि आपके लिए applicable है और जो दूसरे को भी लगता है, right? So I'm not going to get into the details of this Johari window model because otherwise हमारा पूरा time इसी में लग जाएगा. So now if you become aware about yourself, तो क्या होगा? एक तो आपका self confidence बढ़ेगा. You will have a realistic self-assessment. You will be really aware about, because कई बार ऐसा होता है कि there are certain aspect of ours which are not known to us, but they are known to others. So जैसे एक छोटा सा question I'll ask all of you. So if you say someone that you have a bad temperament, that means the other person, XYZ person, has a bad temperament. You think that this person is going to accept it? You think that the person is going to accept that? Okay, or I say, Charvi, you have a bad temperament. Are you going to accept that? Although we don't know each other, but it's suppose we are good friends and I say, you have a bad temperament. Yes, very right, Devaji. They will retaliate. They'll say, no, I don't have a bad temperament, right? So that's what is the most expected answer that we get from the people. But by their actions, you know that the person has a bad temperament. So this comes up as a blind area. That is, I'm not aware about it, but people are aware about it, right? So this is about realistic self-assessment. When you get to know about your blind areas, it is actually the realistic self-assessment, or you can say that this is what is the problem with me, right? Now, okay, so then self-deprecating sense of humor and thirst for constructive criticism. So self-deprecating sense of humor, that in humor also you can start understanding that this is something which is my weak area where I do need to work upon, and you become open for constructive criticism, right? If you are self-aware. So example is a manager knows tight deadlines bring out the worst in him. So he plans his time to get work done well in advance. The same Ravi's case. Yes, we can very well relate to it, that if there is a tight deadline, or if there is something which has not happened, or at the spur of the moment you may get panicked or so that panicking, it is the worst in that person, right? So he plans his time to get work done well in advance. So just to be calm during the moment, this person get his work done well in advance, right? So usko pata hai ki meri ye problem hai, isliye he is getting the work done well in advance. I hope it is clear to everyone. This self awareness is clear to everyone. Good. Okay, so next we go to the okay, so this is then self-regulation. So I think one of you have asked me about this. I'll just take the name so that the person becomes alert. Self-regulation. Yes, Roshni. Roshni, are you there? I'm now taking up this self-regulation. So you have asked me question related to that. Now here is the explanation of self-regulation. So controlling or redirecting disruptive emotions and impulses. So self-regulation is basically that see, every time controlling is not possible. With us also, like if you ask me to control my emotions, or control certain things, so probably that's not possible, but I can redirect it. So I have the option of either controlling or redirecting the disruptive emotions, right? So I'll share all this with you. I have a separate slide deck for how to manage the negative emotions, right? So I'll be sharing it over here. अब हम थोड़ी सी exercises वगैरह कम करेंगे, and then I'll share that slide deck with you so that you understand that how you are going to redirect these disruptive emotions. So here, trustworthiness, the hallmarks are in the form of trustworthiness, integrity, comfort with ambiguity, and change. Now, see, this is so important in our day-to-day, conduct, and in our professional life also. You understand what is the meaning of ambiguity? You understand what is the meaning of ambiguity? Yes, it is. Ambiguity is like you're not clear about it. Yes, the things are not in, there is no clear picture, or there is some kind of confusion is there, or you're not sure about the thing. So ambiguity and change. And how many of you at work feel that there is ambiguity or changes that are happening? How many of you feel, or you think that your job is the most stable one? You have no issues. ऐसा तो नहीं हो सकता है ना? Not at all, sometimes, okay? So this will help you, like if you know how to क्या चीज Prince, can you please verify what does it mean? What? I mean, where I have to, what do I need to explain to you? Ambiguity? Ambiguity is the state of non-clarity. Okay? Confusion है, कुछ चीजें आपको clear नहीं है. So there we say that it is ambiguity. Yeah. So now, when a team watches a presentation, its leader resists the urge to scream. Instead, she considered possible reason for the failure, explained the consequences to her team, and explored solutions with them. So, if such is the case that the team has goofed up with the presentation, then what does the boss do? The boss tells them that this could be the reason for the possible reasons for the failure. Explain the consequences to her team, right? So, what she has done, she has redirected her emotions. Instead of screaming on them, she has tried to told them कि ये चीज नहीं हुई है, तो you better be prepared for these type of consequences. Or how do we? What can be our plan B? How can we explore solutions? Then comes motivation. So you know that motivation is being driven, okay, and a passion for the work itself, for new challenges, unflagging energy to improve, optimism in the face of failure. So a portfolio manager at an investment company sees his funds tumble for 3 consecutive quarters. Major clients defect. Instead of blaming external circumstances, she decides to learn from the experience and engineers a turnaround. So this can happen with anyone. So there can be setbacks in your life, but how do you become resilient? You learn from your experiences, you take more, you try to understand the things in a better manner, and you can engineer the things around. Then comes empathy. So empathy, I'm sure that all of you have defined it when I gave you that matching thing. So empathy is considering one's others feeling, especially when making decisions. So expertise in attracting and retaining talent, ability to develop others, sensitivity to cross-cultural differences. So an American consultant and her team pitch a project to a potential client in Japan. Her team interprets the client's silence as disapproval and prepares to leave. The consultant reads the client's body language and senses interest, and she continues the meeting, and her team gets the job. So empathy matlab you have to understand by putting yourself in the place of the other person. Now, in this example, it's a cross-cultural example that Americans, they are the ones who keep on nodding their head to show their approval of something. For them, silence is something that you are not interested, right? But in Japan, silence is like, they are, even if you go to crowded places in Japan, you will not find that kind of noise, okay? So, this is that the silence was considered as disapproval, but eventually the consultant only understands the body language and gets the job. Similarly, social skills, which is managing relationships to move in desired directions. So here it is effectiveness in leading change, persuasiveness, extensive networking, all this will come under your social skills. So a manager wants his company to adopt a better internet strategy. He finds kindred spirits and assembles a de facto team to create a prototype website. He persuades allies in other divisions to fund the company's participation in a relevant convention. His company forms an internet division. So this is all about networking, how you are bringing your own team, or how you're networking with the other teams, and then you are going to put up a show. So this is about a social skills. So these are the 5 EI components which we discuss or which we talk about, right? So next, first tell me if there is any confusion in all these 5. You have understood it. I have given you the definition with the help of an example. If you have understood it properly, then I'll ask you to assess yourself on these 5 components. Okay, so Vasundhara, empathy is about putting yourself in others' place. Okay, in others' place, as in try to understand that why this person has taken a particular action, or why this person has said it like this. I mean, what is the context? What is his understanding? What is his or her background? So empathy is basically that try to understand the other person's situation. So like you have to decide between 2 things, so you try and understand na ki kya pros and cons honge uske. So similarly, empathizing is that instead of yelling at a person, you try to understand that what has been the context, what has been the situation. Okay, so this is about empathy, then if your friend is sad and you feel their pain, try to comfort them. That is empathy. Very right, Narendra. Okay, so now all set to work. Persuasiveness is basically that you are persuading the other person. That is, you are kind of influencing the other person to do what you want. जैसे leaders हैं तो वो persuade करते हैं यानी they will show you the vision, they will show you that if this will happen, you are going to get this, that, like that. Okay, so now, okay, so all set to go with the next set of questionnaire. डोंट से कि डॉक्टर निधि बहुत लिखवाती है, बट दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट, यू नो, इफ यू विल, अगर हमारे ये सेंसर्स ही नहीं काम करेंगे ना लिखने वाले, क्योंकि हम तो सिर्फ चैट करते हैं या इंस्टाग्राम की रील्स को स्क्रॉल करते हैं, राइट? सो whatever you are, what actions you are taking, that should give you some kind of result. Okay, this is what I believe in. So एक छोटी सी यहाँ पे आपको एक स्टोरी सुनाती हूँ. It's not story, but you know, just humor that you know, एक monkey और एक fox, both of them become friends in the jungle, and both of them you know, come agrees on a pact that if I'll be in danger, you will come for my support, you will come to rescue me. If I'll be in danger, I'll come to support you in if you are under attack or anything of that sort. Now a situation comes that when this fox is under attack. Okay, now what does the monkey do? So this monkey hovers from branch to one branch to another branch, one tree to another tree, like that. So he's just hopping around. Okay, and somehow the fox you know, kind of managed that particular attack. But in the evening, when the fox goes and meets monkey and says that, you know, you forgot to work on our pact. I mean, we should be saving each other, but you were not there to save me. I got you know, I could escape. So this monkey says that, see, there was no you can't say that I did not put the efforts. I was working, I was trying to make, I was making effort, I was jumping from one branch to another. But whether you got the result or not, that is your own destiny, right? So whatever actions that you are taking up, it should give you some kind of results, right? So I mean, you are working, but you need to understand that my actions are in the right directions and they are going to give me some kind of result, right? So with this note, let me give you another questionnaire to understand these 5 components in you. Okay, but you will quickly do this, okay, because I have to you know, share with you these how to take care of the negative emotions as well. So now this is about self-assessment, and the scale goes like 1 is virtually never, 2 is rarely, 3 is sometimes, 4 is often, 5 is virtually always. Okay, yeah, this is your scale. Now there are around 30 questions. Okay, so you have to quickly do it. Okay, now I'm aware of the physical reactions. Acha, yahan pe you have to be very careful that write the question number. Okay, so how you are going to respond to it is, suppose this is first, so I'll write it as 1, and my scale goes like this na, 1 के आगे फिर 1 ही लिख दो आप. That is you know, this is how you can write. So because this is going to help you in understanding all the 5 components, EI components in you. So एक तरीके से तो it is something wherein you will understand कि आपकी social skills क्या है, motivation level क्या है, ये आपका self regulation क्या है, self awareness क्या है, empathy level क्या है, right? So these are 30 questions. So I want you to quickly do it. Okay, जैसे ही आप बोलोगे next, I'll go to the next slide. Okay. I hope I'm making sense. अच्छा scale, okay, just 1 minute. ये scale है आपकी. If you want, shall I? मतलब 1 is never and 5 is always. Questionnaire is visible, right? Previous slide, see, 1 is never and 5 is always. This is the scale, okay? Prudent means wise or, yes, a wise person who's making wise decisions. Okay, so shall I move to the next slide? Okay, thank you. This is the next one. Okay, so I move on to the next one. Shall I move to the next slide? अच्छा ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है. Okay, I'll wait, don't worry. प्लीज वो responses को बहुत अच्छे से लिखना because basis this we will calculate the scores, right? Okay, 10th question. Let me see what it is. I can engage in an interaction with another. मतलब आप एक किसी के साथ में interact कर सकते हो और आप समझ भी जाते हो उस पर्सन के नॉन वर्बल सिग्नल से कि वो उसका मूड आपसे बात करने का है या नहीं है. ठीक है. क्लियर वसुंधरा? Fifteen. What is 15? I refrain from making up my mind on issues and expressing my opinion. Okay. That means जब तक आपके पास में सारे फैक्ट्स नहीं हैं तब तक आप अपनी कोई ओपिनियन नहीं बनाते हो किसी चीज के बारे में या आप अपना कोई व्यू पॉइंट नहीं देते हो. मतलब आप ये कहते हो कि भाई मुझे इस बारे में पता नहीं है या मैं पहले पता करूं या मैं पहले बातचीत करूं फिर ओनली आई बी एबल टू गिव माई ओपिनियन लाइक दैट. Okay. Now, Sachin, 19. I can usually identify the emotion I'm feeling at any given moment. मतलब इस वक्त भी आप में क्या इमोशन चल रहा है वो आप समझ पा रहे हो. You are able to name your emotion. Good. So I move to the next slide. Okay. This is the next last slide. Okay. थोड़ा सा motivation मिलेगा कि Sorry. Okay, I'll just explain 27. I'm sorry, I was. Okay, so 27th is I'm good at managing my moods and I seldom bring negative emotions to work. मतलब आप you are good at managing जो भी आपका मूड चल रहा है अभी. सो मूड क्या है? मूड अगर हम इमोशंस से मूड को कंपेयर करें तो मूड जो है वो थोड़ा लंबा टाइम रहता है. इमोशंस क्या है कि जैसे ही आप अ, किसी को देखते हैं, फॉर एग्जाम्पल सामने से आपके कोई फ्रेंड आ रहे हैं, अचानक से आ रहे हैं, तो योर एक्सप्रेशन विल बी लाइक दिस. ओके, और फिर आप उनसे मिल लेते हो, आप बैठते हो, तो यू फील हैप्पी, बट वो इमोशन फिर कम हो जाता है, राइट? मूड जो है तो हम क्या कहते हैं, आज मेरा मूड ही खराब है, तो वो सुबह से लेके हो सकता है 2-3 दिन तक भी रहे. राइट, सो 27th इज आई एम गुड एट मैनेजिंग माई मूड एंड आई सेल्डम ब्रिंग नेगेटिव इमोशंस. अगर आपका नेगेटिव मूड है तो इमोशंस आपके उसी हिसाब से चलेंगे, राइट? बट यू डोंट ब्रिंग नेगेटिव इमोशंस एट वर्क. फिर मैम 30 ऑल्सो आई कैन इफेक्टिवली परसुएड अदर्स टू अडाप्ट माई पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू विदाउट कोर्सिंग देम. मतलब आप शांति से अपना जो व्यू पॉइंट है वो सामने वाले के सामने प्रेजेंट करके और उनसे बात मनवा भी लेते हो, राइट? विदाउट मतलब उनको ये भी नहीं लगता है कि वो बहुत ज्यादा आपसे फोर्सफुली आप उनको मनवा रहे हो, बट आप कामली करवा लेते हैं काम. सो 7-8 क्वेश्चंस लेफ्ट. ओके, अब जल्दी करिए उसको. ये देखो, ये 7-8 क्वेश्चंस. I take a break or use another active method of increasing energy when I sense that my energy level is getting low. मतलब आप अपने आप को किसी ना किसी चीज से फिर से एनर्जाइज करने की कोशिश करते हो जब भी आपको लगता है कि आपका एनर्जी लेवल लो हो रहा है. तो जैसे आपका मन नहीं लग रहा है तो यू गो फॉर अ वॉक, या किसी ने आपको कुछ बोल दिया है तो आप जैसे लोग शॉपिंग कर लेते हैं या स्ट्रेस ईटिंग कर लेते हैं, तो वो देन दे आर बैक टू नॉर्मल. I have little trouble taking prudent risk. Prudent risk मतलब wise risk की calculated you can say. ठीक है. उसके बाद में 18-19 भी किसी ने कहा था ना, that it is still left 19 and 20. So this is for you, Gaurav. Okay. So shall we do the scoring now? ये लो भाई 21. I neither bury my anger nor let it explode on others. मतलब ना तो आप अपने गुस्से को बिल्कुल ही बरी कर रहे हो कहीं पे, या फिर आप उससे मतलब एक्सप्लोड भी नहीं कर रहे हो, किसी के ऊपर चिल्ला भी नहीं रहे हो, बट नॉर्मली यू आर पुटिंग योर पॉइंट अक्रॉस. अच्छा, अब हम करें स्कोरिंग. लाइक इट इज ऑलरेडी 4-4 and I don't want to matlab I'll take your questions, but okay, so now let's proceed. So enter your ratings for each numbered questions in the category where it appears. जैसे क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, 7, 13, 19, 25 जो है, ठीक है, इसकी आपने क्या रेटिंग दी है, आपको उसको ऐड करोगे तो वो टोटल सेल्फ अवेयरनेस में आ जाएगा, राइट? If you will then 4, 10, 16, so quickly you can do this. Or you have the scoring with you. uh, आप एक दो करके देख लीजिए so that you understand how does this scoring works. If you are able to do it uh, later on, you can do it later on also. You can take a picture of this slide. Are you people doing it? Question numbers, like for example, here for self-awareness. So I told you na, that you are going to write it like this one, and whatever is your score. Say, for example, you have put up 4 over here. So for one, you have put 4. For seventh question, you have put 3. 13th ke liye you have put 2. 19th, you have put 4 again. And 25, you have put 1. So 4 plus 3, 7. 7 plus 2, 9. 9 plus 1, 10. 10 plus 4, 14. So this is going to be the uh, total self-awareness ka score. These are the question numbers, Gaurav. 1, 7, 13. So जो self awareness से related questions हैं, statements हैं, वो 1, 7, 13, 19, 25 है. तो आप उनके जो responses है उसको add कर लो. तो you will get the score for self awareness. ये तो I think this is self explanatory. अगर कुछ और issue है तो बताओ मेरे को. Hope this is done. Okay, so was it an eye opener for you? Something, Deepak? Both the Deepaks. You find something revealing? Yeah, great. Okay, so now interpretation of the scores. So if your score on each of the 6 facets will fall somewhere between 5 and 25 points, circle any facet where your score was below 20. This indicates an area that you can improve. Your overall emotional intelligence will improve as you work on that particular area. Okay. So other opportunities for improvement can be found in any individual question from the checklist on which you score a 4 or below. circle those questions. A rating of 3 is average, but if you have emotional intelligence, you are above average. So you need to target that area for improvement and turn it into a specific goal. Okay, so effective leaders are generally high in all 6 areas. Yeah. Okay, so anybody got, good more than 20? Anybody got more than 20 in any of the area? Very good. Very good. That if you have scored more than very good, Devaji. Very good. Kanika, it's okay. We need to work upon it. Why this questionnaire is there? Because we need to understand. No worries, Prince. No worries. If you have got less than 20 in 3 fields, see, now you have understood. Now you will start working on it. Okay? So, Shiv, you have got 23, 24 mostly. So, very good. So, all areas you have got more 23, 24. So, this is like you have to be, but please be honest. Okay? That is why I never ask you about your scores or anything. Just a rough idea अगर हमें मिलता है. So, I mean, just to let you know that you can work on these areas. And also, you can go back to the checklist and find out, to the questions and find out that where you have scored low. Okay. Oh, social relationship. ठीक है. Now that we have a social competency, it is. So now quickly I'll tell you about the negative emotions. So all of you must have experienced that these are the tactics which people play in the organizations or at your workplace or even at home also. So क्या होता है कि this, like for example, your performance has been assessed on criteria A, B, C. Now they are going to shift the criteria that अब आपकी performance इससे नहीं इससे assess होगी. So moving goalposts. Then if there is any, if they want to accuse anyone, they will give a generalization about it, changing the subject, lying or denial, gaslighting. That is, the victim starts doubting their own understanding of reality, bullying, targeting insecurity, then conspiring, emotional abuse, stereotyping, evoking fear, ignoring them. So these are all emotional manipulation tactics which people play. And these kind of emotions, they start, if it starts building in within you, you start losing your self confidence, right? So these are the emotional manipulation tactics which, like, all of us have at one point of time or the other, we have experienced this thing, right? So now this what I wanted you to understand first is that okay, let me. I'm just. I'll stop sharing this, and I'll first help you to understand the negative emotions at work. So, if you have negative emotions at work, how are you going to uh, work around it? Okay. So, this is something which is it getting shared? No, it is not. Okay, just 1 minute. This is what I have to share. Yes, I think this is getting shared now. Managing negative emotions at work. So, you know, you have to understand emotions in the workplace context because most of you are working. So, if negative emotions, it impact your productivity. It, it if negative emotions are there, it reduces your productivity and strain workplace relationship. So, if you learn about emotional intelligence, these are the benefits that you get, and recognizing emotional cues help leaders prevent conflict escalation and foster a culture of empathy. So here, कौन से ऐसे इमोशनल ट्रिगर्स हैं? What are the common emotional triggers like workplace conflict, criticism, tight deadlines, heavy workload? All these frequently trigger negative emotions among employees. All of you will understand that. और इसके अलावा और specific होने के लिए I have already showed you the earlier slide which was about emotional manipulation tactics. उसके अलावा if there is any changes in the organization, like changes like restructuring हो रही है या layoffs हो रहे हैं, so which is going to create uncertainty and fear, and this is going to increase the emotional distress in the workplace. So you know that these are the things which uh, builds in negative emotions in us कि अगर कुछ restructuring हो रही है, उसकी वजह से layoffs हैं, downsizing of the organization hai. Then interpersonal distress, what are the sources of interpersonal distress? So you start feeling undervalued or excluded. So these are common interpersonal triggers that significantly impact emotional well-being. And how can we help in reducing that? By having clear communication, fair workload distribution, conflict resolution helps reduce negative emotions. So these are the strategies for emotional regulation at workplace. Okay. So first is situation selection, which is these are situation based strategies. So choosing environment that minimize emotional distress help reduce negative feeling and stress. So first, then you have situation modification. So situation selection में आप ये कर सकते हैं, in this situation selection, when you have to choose an environment that minimize your emotional distress. तो इस केस में what you can do is, जैसे कि आपको पता है कि कोई confrontation हो सकता है, so you start avoiding that confrontation. और जो आपके support में लोग हैं, you start seeking supportive help from the supportive colleagues. Then situation modification, which is altering aspect of a situation, can lessen emotional impact and promote, better coping. So for example, an employee feeling overwhelmed by workload might require assistance from a coworker or negotiate deadline to alleviate this pressure. मतलब आप उसको या तो delegate कर दो या फिर उसके लिए कुछ support मांग लो. So this will help you and empower you to exert control over your environment. Organizations भी किस तरीके से support कर सकते हैं, like flexible work, open communication, resource provision, etc. And the benefit of these strategies would be that proactive management of situation enhances emotional health. अब इन particular situations को आपको जब cope करना है, that is situation selection and situation modification. So now you have to understand that this is what I wish to avoid at this point of time, right? आपको इतना रैशनल आपको अपना यूज करना पड़ेगा कि आपको कौन सी सिचुएशन को अवॉइड करना है और कौन सी सिचुएशन को आपको फेस करना है. Then attention and cognitive strategies में क्या हो सकता है? Attentional deployment, that is redirecting focus away from distressing stimuli, help regain composure through task engagement or break. So what you can do is you can take some different tasks or take a short break or go for a small walk. जैसे people go for smoking or that kind of a thing just to release the pressure. So I'm not favoring this thing, but yes, I have already told you that you can go for a walk, you can have coffee or tea, or maybe you can just have nice flavored water. So आप थोड़ा सा उससे change हो जाएगा. Then view constructive criticism as an opportunity for growth rather than a personal attack. Okay, if somebody is kind of criticizing you, then take this as an opportunity. Understand that why this criticism is there. So take constructive criticism. Reframing situations alters emotional significance. So this is what is called as cognitive reappraisal, right? You may feel that it is a criticism, but take it in a positive manner, that yes, these are the areas where probably you have to work. And then this is organizational support in the form of mindfulness training and coaching programs, which will help in perspective understanding and this emotional regulation at work. Then these are some of the response modulation tactics. So response modulation manages outward emotion expression without changing the situation. So आप क्या कर सकते हो कि अगर आपको लग रहा है कि दिस पर्टिकुलर जैसे आपको पता है कि आपको गुस्सा आ रहा है, so you try to modulate your response. Instead of yelling at a person, probably you can subtly or calmly tell that person. But इसको excessive use नहीं करना है. What I have told you, you are not going to control your emotions, but you are going to regulate your emotions. Otherwise क्या होगा कि अगर आप हर चीज अच्छी अच्छी करते जाओगे, kindness में ही रहते जाओगे, तो you will have emotional drain. Okay, आपको emotional exhaustion हो जाएगा, right? So use this response modulation when lacking control or facing norms against open emotional expression. Especially आपको पता है कि सामने वाली जो पार्टी है, they may use it for their own purpose, या वहां पे आपको अपने response को modulate करना है, right? So these are the ways with which you can handle your emotions. इसके अलावा I'll just share another thing with you, which is very interesting. I hope it is getting shared. Yes. So, have you ever, आपने कभी ये emotional wheel देखा है? कभी किसी workshop में या कहीं पे, have you seen this emotional wheel? No. Okay. Okay. Many no's and one yes. Okay. So, Roshni, what do you infer out of this? Shreya, if you have seen it, what do you infer out of it? See, this particular emotional wheel, how does it work? It works like this. इसको आपको कैसे पढ़ना है कि what is the emotion that you are feeling right now? Whether you are angry, you are fearful, you feel bad, you feel surprised, happy, sad, disgusted. तो इसमें अच्छे भी हैं और बुरे भी हैं. If I talk about angry, why you are angry? So you have to read this इनसाइड टू आउटसाइड. ठीक है, ये आप अपना इमोशन देखो. आप गुस्से में हो, क्यों गुस्से में हो? हैज समवन लेट यू डाउन? किसी ने आपको नीचा दिखाया है, किसी ने आपको ह्यूमिलिएट किया है, बदतमीजी से बात करी है, कुछ आपको कड़वा एक्सपीरियंस हुआ है, और यू आर मैड, आपको बहुत गुस्सा आ रहा है किसी पे, यू आर एग्रेसिव कि आप किसी को जाके थप्पड़ मार दोगे, यू आर फ्रस्ट्रेटेड, इरिटेटेड, you are distant from the people, or you are critical about something. ठीक है, अब अगर किसी ने आपको लेट डाउन किया है, तो is it is it a feeling of being betrayed or resentful? Humiliated मतलब किसी ने आपको डिसरिस्पेक्ट किया है या आपको रिडिक्यूल किया है. डिसरिस्पेक्ट करा है या किसी ने आपको मतलब गलत तरीके से बात करी है. सिमिलरली बिटर एक्सपीरियंस है तो इंडिग्नेंट है या वायलेटेड है. मैड है तो यू आर फ्यूरियस अबाउट समवन और यू आर जेलस विद समवन. सो अगर आप इस इमोशनल व्हील को अच्छे से देखोगे, सो यू विल स्टार्ट फाइंडिंग कि इफ यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट इफ आई एम एंग्री, ये रीजंस आपको जैसे ही मिलेंगे ना, यू विल स्टार्ट वर्किंग ऑन इट. So as I initially also I told you that it is not an overnight transformation which you are going to experience, but you have to start practicing it. ठीक है, मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको गुस्सा नहीं करना है, आपको करना है, बट आपको रेगुलेटेड वे में करना है, एंड यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि आपके गुस्से से किसी को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला है, राइट? सो I mean, this is something which you need to understand. And then labeling your emotions, which I have already told you, this is the power of naming your emotions. So that will help you in understanding that why you are facing such emotional stress at this point of time, right? So this is and the last one is about amygdala hijack. So there are intense emotional reactions where you take hasty actions and later regret it, right? कई बार हमारे को ऐसा लगता है कि हमने कुछ इस तरीके की ले ली है, कुछ इस तरीके की चीजें कर दी है जो कि बाद में हम उसको कंट्रोल नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, राइट? सो दिस इज समथिंग विच आई वाज सपोज टू गिव यू। मैं ये यूट्यूब का जो लिंक है ये आपको बताती, जस्ट 1 minute, आई शेयर द यूट्यूब लिंक विद यू फॉर दिस amygdala hijack. See, this is the YouTube link. Yes, yes, here it is. Okay. So there are a lot of things more to discuss, but I have deliberately stopped it because you have already taken your foundation class, and then this 2 hours workshop. Probably it is something like you might be feeling now कि Sunday है आज तो और पूरा दिन पढ़ाई में ही निकल गया. So here is the feedback for the workshop. So you need to fill up this quickly. If you can do it right away, it would be great. And meantime, I'll take your queries. Shiv, it would be great if you can fill the form. I hope all of you can click on this URL and share your feedback. Okay, so now I'm open to your questions, if there is any, or maybe a particular situation which you wish to discuss. Yes, anyone? If you wish to share your experience about emotional regulation, अगर आपने कभी करा है. हाँ, सो एज आई टोल्ड यू दीपक कि जैसे मैंने आपसे ये सारी एक्सरसाइजेस करने को कहा है, एंड देन आई हैव शोन यू दिस इमोशनल व्हील, इमोशंस व्हील. सो व्हाट you can do is you can work on this particular thing and try to first understand that what are the emotions you are facing at this point of time. Once you understand that, find out the reason for it, and then you can respond, right? So this way you can improve. अच्छा, जो मैंने आपको 5 facets of EI बताया है, जिसके के लिए आपने लास्ट में जो क्वेश्चनर फिल किया था, you can start working on it. So जैसे सेल्फ अवेयरनेस के लिए आप जो है विंडो मॉडल, सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है सेल्फ अवेयरनेस. इफ यू आर एबल टू वर्क टू, इफ यू आर अवेयर अबाउट योर सेल्फ, तो बहुत चीजें आपको कंट्रोल में आ जाती है. सो आई से दैट दिस इज काइंड ऑफ, इफ फर्स्ट एवरीवन शुड बी अवेयर अबाउट देमसेल्व्स. सो वो उसको आप इम्प्रूव करो. टूल्स हैं जो है विंडो मॉडल वगैरह हैं. सो दैट्स गोइंग टू हेल्प यू. Okay, thank you, Ahir. Thank you, Deepak, if honest feedback is given. Acha, okay, so Shiv Kumar Rao, if you were not able to attend yesterday's session, it's okay. You will get it on your LMS. There's no problem. All the sessions which are being held, they are being put up in your LMS, Learning Management System. Okay, very good question, Gaurav. So yes, as I told you that Joe, if you'll go through that emotional wheel, so you will find that there are many connecting things. So this you will recognize with the help of experience only, right? Because the emotions that you are feeling, I can't tell you that what is your exact feeling. जैसे जो भी psychometric tests हैं या emotional intelligence assessments जो हैं, they are kind of they can't give you 100% result, be sure about it. So because उसमें ये चीज है कि maybe you are covering up certain things, you may be you it's related to your impression management. So आप बस अपना find out करो that what is the reason for this kind of emotion, and you can आप अपने घर में वो emotion wheel को print out लेके colored print out लेके कहीं चिपका दो, and then try to understand that what type of feeling you have at this point of time. Thank you so much, Debajit. I could not, all the sessions are available. Feel excellent. Thank you, Hitesh. Will this be a part of SEM 1 exams? No, Gaurav. This is only the workshop that has been given to you. It is not a part of your SEM 1 exams. How to reduce anxiety through emotional intelligence. See, if you are getting anxious about certain thing, then first try to find out that what are the situations in which you feel anxious. Okay, जैसे कि कहीं पे आपको perform करना है in the sense that people are waiting for it, that जहाँ पे आपकी कुछ गड़बड़ होए and they are going to grab you, और उस वजह से आपको एंजाइटी हो रही है. तो फर्स्ट ट्राई टू आइडेंटिफाई द सिचुएशन वेयर यू आर फीलिंग एंशियस and then start working on it. So किन जैसे आप उसके लिए अपना प्रिपेयर करके रख सकते हैं. जैसे कई बार होता है मुझे क्लास के पहले बहुत एंजाइटी होती है, जबकि आपको लगा नहीं होगा कि जैसे मैंने क्लास ली है कि किसी भी प्रकार से मेरे को एंजाइटी हुई होगी. आई एम वेरी कूल, वेरी कंपोज्ड इन द क्लास. कोई स्टूडेंट कुछ भी बोल देता है, आई कैन हैंडल इट, बट मुझे एंजाइटी होती है. So I'm aware of it. So I try to prepare it in advance. तो उससे क्या है कि मुझे पता है कि ये मेरे कंट्रोल में है सिचुएशन. उसके अलावा मैं अपने सारे गैजेट्स तैयार रखती हूँ. जैसे दिस इज माय नोटपैड, मैं लिख रही थी क्योंकि मुझे वो कॉन्फिडेंस रहता है कि इफ आई एम सर्कलिंग समथिंग, इफ आई एम राइटिंग समथिंग, तो एक अच्छा मेरा स्टेब्लिश हो जाएगा कम्युनिकेशन. देन आई एम टेकिंग द क्लास फ्रॉम माई डेस्कटॉप. मेरे पास मेरा लैपटॉप ओपन रखा हुआ है, कुछ यहाँ पे पेपर्स भी रखे हुए हैं जिसमें कि अगर मैं कहीं पे भी मुझे लगता है कि हाँ ये चीज मुझे ज्यादा बतानी है या इस चीज को इस तरीके से कंट्रोल करना है. सो प्रिपेयर योरसेल्फ. जितना आप प्रिपेयर करोगे आपकी एंजाइटी क्लियर होगी. बट एज आई टोल्ड यू, फर्स्ट आइडेंटिफाई द सिचुएशन कि किस तरीके की सिचुएशन में यू फील एंशियस. ओके, सो आई एम श्योर. Thank you so much, Iftar. Nice. Which one to address first? Very right, Debajit. There may be multiple emotions, but first is that you need to understand that what is the difference between emotion and mood. Okay, ये difference I'll teach you when you will come to second semester. That when you say that you are in a bad mood, तो वो एक prolonged रहता है और उसमें आपकी बहुत चीजें mix up होती रहती है. That sometimes you have to feel show yourself that you are calm, composed, happy and all that, but अंदर से mood खराब है, right? When we talk about emotions, basically, so emotions are short-lived. So you need to understand, जैसे मैंने आपको पहले कहा था कि ये emotional wheel जो है, that you need to take a print out and put it somewhere and then try to find out कि what is the emotion that you are facing right now. And say for example you are in a situation where somebody has come up with some good result or something of that sort, but at the same time you are उनको ये भी डर है कि जैसे आप कोई एग्जाम के सीरीज है, जैसे आईएएस का एग्जाम है तो उसमें देयर इज फर्स्ट द प्रीलिम्स, देन यू गो टू मेन. सो इफ समवन हैज क्लियर्ड प्रीलिम्स, नाउ you have to motivate that person for mains. So first you celebrate the success in the sense that you need to first tell the person that this is good, you have done well. Now you have to channelize yourself to appear for mains exam, right? So this way you need to understand from the situation only that what things are on priority. अब जो priority set करना है उसके लिए एक अलग quadrant होता है which probably you are going to get in time management के जो भी आपको कुछ कहीं से material मिलता है. So there are certain things which you put in the urgent and important category. There are certain things which are important to you, but they are not urgent, right? So this way, four quadrants are being made, and on the basis of that, you can quickly prioritize. But isme yahi hai ki these are all related things. So you need to go to that Stephen Covey's matrix, find out what comes under urgent, not urgent, all that. Okay, now, ma'am, you are giving extra time because you are the... I'm right. Yes. No, Hitesh, it is entirely up to you if you wish to if you wish to leave the class, the time is already over. But yes, because no, Narendra, you are very right. In when you are new in the class, or especially when you have this online setup, आप अगर नहीं हो online setup में, you have not taken any course, so such type of issues are okay. So yes, I can empathize with you very well. Don't worry. Okay, so yes, any other question? Devjit, I think I have answered your query. Uh, okay, so I hope all of you have filled the form, the feedback. Okay, so anything else, or shall we call it a day? Okay, nice. Nice interacting with you all and happy learning. You have some subjects which you need to really work upon, but it's okay. With the support of your faculty, with the support of everyone in the system, you will be able to make it through. Okay, so thank you, everyone. It was very nice interacting with all of you. Bye. Have a good day.